Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, and this year means we're playing Remnant Shadow, or West End Games D6 Star Wars actual play. That's a mouthful. Basically, it's the original Star Wars game from back in the 80s. We're going to start our... We did the session 0, but I guess we still need to go around and introduce everybody, don't we?
Yeah.
So, the session 0 being patron-based. Alright, so let's quickly go through. Each of you just give me a little short something on your character. Duba, who are you playing this season?
Greetings. I am playing MD-5, or aka Doc. I am the crew's medical droid. Basically, they get hurt, I stab them with some painkillers. Make them feel all the better.
Rappy, who are we playing?
We are playing a Mandalorian bounty hunter, named Kelser, and just kind of roaming the area, kind of more shooty than ask questions type of person.
Jeremy.
I am playing Ozen Jensen, who is secretly a Force user, but don't shh.
I'm sure nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, of course. It's Darkseid's dead. It's whatever.
Sarah.
I am playing Io. She is a Twi'lek. She is purple, and she is a slicer.
And Eric. Who's muted?
I'm playing Aira, who is a Marialan, and is the ship captain and gunrunner.
Gunrunner specifically. Smuggle drugs? Nah. Just guns. Alright. And the starting point for our campaign is not too long ago, this crew lost a ship. The ship, the cargo, the works. But a nice businessman, Arnox the Hutt, has supplied him with a new ship. As we started today, he's called him in for a meeting. He needs a little favor. And since they owe him so much, he knows they'll be more than happy to help him out.
Depending.
Well, best not to say it to his face.
Yeah.
So we are starting out on the moon of Nar Shaddaa, I think you pronounce it. Which is a moon over in Hutta, which is the Hutt homeworld. The entire moon is covered in a planet, covered in a city. Sometimes it's called Little Coruscant, or the Vertical City, or Slug Land if there are any Hutts around. So anyway, the crew is approaching the club that Arnox runs most of his business out of.
Mhm.
As you approach, there's a line getting in the door. You've got a couple of bouncers out front. Do y'all get in line? Do y'all try to skip line? What are you doing?
Good question.
I mean, personally, I would say just get in line and wait, but you know.
More than likely skipping line so we don't keep him waiting.
Arnox waiting. It's one of those just the people directly in front of us. I'm just like, hey, my thing's a little more pressing than yours. I guarantee. Just gonna scooch in.
Killsar's just gonna walk all the way to the front.
I'm literally like just conning people to get like further and further in front.
Oh yeah, because club goers are so friendly towards people trying to cut in line.
Yeah,
Oh no,
but
yeah, no.
Get in the
Killsar's
back,
just
lady.
I'm
You gotta
pretty
wait like the
confident
rest
in
of
my ability.
So Ozen's at the back of the line trying to talk her way through.
Mm-hmm.
Keltzer is just skipping the line and walking up to the bouncers.
Exactly.
What about the rest of you?
Were all of us requested or just
He
a
wanted to speak to the crew.
representative?
He wanted to speak to the crew.
Did we have a letter for that?
No, it was just a message sent to you.
Okay.
Verbal or audio.
No, well
Those
then,
little hologram things.
Ayoda's gonna wait in line then.
I'm waiting in line.
All right, Keltzer. You walk up to the bouncers and they kind of look at you, like expectantly.
So the crew and I were hollow called saying that. What's his name again?
Arnox.
Arnox had wanted to talk to us.
Name.
Kilsar Ordo.
They take the little data pad. Where's the rest of your crew?
They were probably waiting in line.
If you look back, you'll probably see like
All
Ozen
of
like sticking her head out, like, because she definitely sees you go that way. I'm just like, wonder how that's going.
I can go grab them real quick if we can get in.
Yeah, the boss is waiting on you.
All right.
Ludo
Kelsar will turn.
let you wait right in.
Kelsar will turn right around and just wave at
And
everybody and do the motion on "come on up."
Ozen like pretends she didn't see like the about face. She's like, yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, never mind. Fuck you. She just walks forward.
Yes, negotiations seemed adequate. Proceeding.
People in front of the line grumble a little bit as y'all are let through.
And Ayoda will walk. He'll walk up.
The club's kind of dimly lit, other than the stage where there's some dancers doing a routine. You have your typical bar, booths along the walls. As you come in, a younger Hutt kind of slithers up to you. You recognize him as Ludo. It's Arnox's nephew.
The one that souped up our ride.
Yes, he is something of a car guy or ship guy.
The equivalent of a car guy in the Star Wars world. I love it.
Well, technically, I guess that would be speeders, but this guy's into ships. Captain.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got here so quickly. My uncle's wanting to speak with you. How's the ship doing?
It is doing fine for what it's being used for.
Yeah, it could have been a racer.
It works fine.
As he escorts you back to the office area, he quizzes you a little bit more on specific things,
Ire is he's just the bare minimum that he needs to give to at least give the appearance of casual conversation.
The hackles are slightly raised, but she will just kind of like do some Jedi bullshit to like control her emotions as they walk forward.
Just before he lets you into his uncle's office, most captains are more than happy to talk about their ships. I have to pry information out of you.
Well, yes, but the less people know about the ship, the better.
I'm the one that modified it. I just want to make sure of my work.
Yes, and as the captain of the ship, I'm letting you know that it is fine, and it does its duty well.
It's fine. It's
Not
a
a-
work of
he
art,
shot
that's
a-
what it is.
He shot a ship out of the sky the other day. It's fine.
Ooh, another freighter?
Yeah. Whatever that little one is, I'm not so good at the ships.
It was
A
a fighter.
starfighter.
Ah, okay.
That's it. I am just a passenger. I am not a pilot.
Anyway, Luda opens the door. Psst.
And Aida will walk in.
Take
Take a glance around the room, sort of get the lay of the land.
Arnox's office was probably like an employee lounge originally. It's quite large, but
Mm-hmm.
but he's a large hut, so
Yeah.
he's on kind of a couch sort of thing at the far end of the room. There are 6 bodyguards in the room with him.
Okay.
Captain Devin, my dearest friend. Please come
Hello.
down and sit.
And he'll walk over and he will take a seat after a moment.
There's not enough seats for everybody, but he lets the captain have a seat.
I'll do the like the not skulk in the back, but the cool guy, like arms crossed, the foot and the back of a wall, just next to the captain.
Droid will just stand by the door.
You get a nod from some of the security guys because you have met some of these security guys before.
Mm-hmm.
Ozen gets a nod because Ozen was also hired in as muscle. So, Captain, I hope the ship is performing up to your expectations.
Well, as I told your nephew, the ship is performing adequately.
Excellent. My friend, I need something of a favor. And given what a large favor I did for you, I know it won't be up to any trouble.
Do you mind if I speak plainly for a moment?
He gets a dangerous look in his eye. Of course.
We're both aware what we're here for. Time is money, and I'd rather not waste both.
You take the fun out of these arrangements, Captain.
Well, it kept me alive this long and profitable.
But since you were wise enough to make such a request in private and not in public, very well. I am expanding my operations into the corporate sector. I have an agent that I need you to carry out there. People know you've done the work for me, but not how closely connected we are now that you owe me for that ship.
Mm-hmm.
So where my ships are being watched, it's my hope that you can sneak my agent out without too many people noticing.
Well, will your agent be a problem?
No, he should not.
Should not?
Not if he knows what's good for him.
I certainly hope he does.
I will likely have other jobs for you in the sector. And frankly, getting out of Hutt space would probably be good for you. You owe me for the ship, but there are still other people that you owe for the cargoes. Like those people I hear you had a little encounter with on the way here.
Well, they're hardly worth mentioning. They left very little impression.
Oh, good. But as they say, getting out of town for a little while until the heat dies down it's good for you while also helping me. And there's plenty of opportunities for a independent captain such as yourself in the corporate sector right now.
Of course. Especially considering the upheaval of everything that happened recently. Everyone needs
Indeed.
weapons.
And as you may know, the corporate sector is independent at the moment. How long that will last, who can say?
So you want to take a few pies for yourself before it starts getting divided.
I would like to have my people in place and at least the beginnings of my organization set up there before the sector were to change hands.
Ah, you want to hand out the pies.
If I've already got an in and one of the moths rolls in, well, I could be useful to them.
Of course.
And if you're useful to them, that makes them tolerant of you.
To a point.
Yes, to a point.
Well, there is, of course, the most all-important portion of negotiations such as these.
Of course.
What would be the pay for this task?
I would deduct an amount from your the debt that you owe me.
And that amount would be?
Ships are very expensive. Well, it would vary from, job to job. This being a simple escort mission. Hold on a second, I'm trying to find the section with the money.
See if with a data pad, having someone mess with a data pad and having it needed to.
All right. He rattles off an amount. It's a reasonable amount. I'll find I'll have the exact numbers next week.
Right.
I thought some of my printouts had the ship costs on it. Oh, wait, there we go. All right, so you owe him about 100,000.
Okay.
Your ship wasn't actually new, but with the modifications, it comes out about. So for this job, he's willing to knock 10 off of that.
10,000?
Mm-hmm. This is for taking the guy out there and hanging around in the corporate sector. For a time. He doesn't care what kind of side jobs you take while you're there, as long as you're available when he needs you.
Make
Any
it
other
15.
any other jobs he sends your way will of course also be deducted from.
Yeah, Ayerta thinks for a moment, like, if you make it 15, you can consider it done.
Captain. You're really not in a good bargaining position here. But I approve of your moxie. 12.
13.
12.50.
I will accept that.
Jot that down. I probably need to keep up with this.
Just behind the captain, you just hear.
He's all about money. I'm gonna be doing this a lot. That's his driving goal, is cash.
Light side, dark side. He's the guy with the credits.
Basically, yeah. That's
Um,
literally his personality. Is he doesn't really care about like what side you serve or what you fight for. Just give me the credits and you can have your guns.
I was fixed to say, dark side, light side, what does it matter? Credits is all that counts.
Yep. They both pay the same.
Credits have no loyalty.
Fixed to say, what do I care? I'm a robot.
Well, you care that you have what you need to buy your supplies.
Yeah, we gotta keep my med bay stocked. We gotta keep all those wonderful med packs around.
Mm-hmm.
Arnox gestures to one of his guards, who steps out of the room. Comes back a short time later with a male. I swear I'm gonna have to learn all these names.
What's the race look like?
Torguta. Torguta?
Tortugan? Or wait, here, do you have a picture?
It's Ahsoka's race, but it's a dude.
Believe it's a Tortuga.
Yeah,
But the T's at the very end. There's no T in the middle.
or Togruta or something. I could spell
Anyway.
it for you. I'm not sure the pronunciations.
Something funky.
The pronunciation guide says Togruta.
Well, alright then.
All right. He follows in behind, and he's dressed. He's dressed like he's trying to blend in with you guys. He's kind of looking down his nose at all of you, though. This is the crew I'm being sent out with.
Ayera just looks at the hut. It's like,
I hire him for his skills, not for his personality.
I've bounced shitty. Let's get this over.
This is Kubri Nada. He is, he's my agent. That's really all you need to know about the who's and what's of what he does. I need you to take him to the planet Hassel. It is a minor planet in the corporate sector. You'll be given coordinates on where you need to land. It's a primitive world. They haven't gotten off their world yet. You're dropping him off where someone else can pick him up. A simple handoff.
I see. Very well.
I don't know how soon you could leave, but anytime with the next day or two would probably be best.
Be able to leave sooner if you would subtly put the word out for people to not mess with us.
It was not my people messing with you. And if I'm seen interfering on your behalf, people might start watching you closer. People other than, those trying to collect the debt from you.
Very well. Then we have work to do.
But first, a drink to your good fortune. And somebody else comes out and pours up a couple of glasses. He gives a little toast, sort of thing. You're the only member of the crew given a glass, though.
Yeah.
Arnox tends to ignore what he thinks of as the hired help.
Yeah.
You being a captain of a ship, that's a smidge. And the one he has to negotiate with, that's a smidge higher.
Can I look at this this extra person and see if they're carrying something weird on them? Just eyeballing them.
Sure.
Search.
That sounds like that might be the right one. Let me pull up a character sheet and see. Yeah, it looks like it'd be search. Yeah, give me a roll.
$21 total. It's the one thing I'm good at, y'all.
All right, you said 21, which is a pretty good roll.
It's just above average for me.
He's got, he's got a utility belt. Think like Luke had in the early movies. Just
Sure. Everyone has that one belt.
Well, most people that do a lot of running around and repairs and living on ships and stuff, yeah. You can tell that he's got a holdout blaster tucked kind of on the inside. I mean, it's nothing.
Sure.
That's not alarming. It's just you do pick up on where his holdout blaster is. His clothing are obviously cut to try to conceal it, but
not doing a good job.
And the utility belt's got a knife, but that's not particularly hidden.
But nothing like. There's nothing that screams there is a box here that shouldn't be here or something like that.
He's got a thermal detonator shoved out the front of his pants. No, nothing like that.
Or are you just happy to see me? Yeah, okay, got it.
It could be both.
Alright.
So anyway, there's the toast. You drink your whatever it is.
Yep.
He's got his little stubby arms, but he's got a big, almost like a big curly straw.
A giant pendy straw.
Which one of those dudes like curly cues?
Ooh.
Arnox tells you, in a few hours, I'll have some people deliver Kubri's, some of Kubri's equipment that he'll be taking with him. A couple of small containers, and what he describes are like luggage, a couple of luggage size boxes is all it's.
Okay.
You're, free to enjoy the club as long as you'd like. Kubrick will be, leaving with you when you leave.
Very well. He'll look at Kubrick and he's like, your information so I can call you when we're ready to go.
No, he'll just be at the bar.
Very well.
And he'll give you a calm frequency or whatever. About that time, somebody sticks their head in the door to alert Arnox that his next meeting is here. So y'all all get shooed out.
Leave.
Yep, Aida will leave. Well, I guess we have work to do then.
Brass balls and
Hmm?
just walks off. Just like brass balls on you, Captain. Just walks off.
Right. Would you mind getting the ship prepped?
I'll look in to see if there's any more information about our passenger.
3 steps ahead of me as always.
I will hightail it back to the ship. She is not comfortable on this planet.
Yep.
Oh, come on. I can imagine why.
Getting jumped at every corner probably doesn't help.
Twi'leks and Hutts don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yep.
Well, no, they go together all the time.
Not no.
Yeah, they're only the second group that has enslaved Ryloth. It's fine.
It's old hat by now.
Yeah, she's going back to the ship and looking up their passenger.
Okay. Oh, give me a roll with your
Security?
let's see. That's a technical. Yeah, this would probably be security.
Low roll, 21. I mean, it is. Look at her. Look at the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It's just, it's painfully average.
That's why I'm snickering.
Alright, so 21 gets
I
you
rolled
into
that
what
much
they
with
consider very
6.
difficult. The information you pull up on him, you get a picture, name, species, when he arrived, everything about him seems to be very average, very bland.
Very fabricated.
That's what it's screaming to you. According to the official thing here, he's worked as a dock worker, ship crew member, though it doesn't specify anything more than that. It makes him out like he's always just gotten kind of jobs for kind of menial jobs, moving cargo around, either on the docks or for individual ship captains. None of the ships that he's worked for seem to be anywhere in this sector of space right now.
That's handy.
Yeah.
Whoever fabricated this did a decent job. But it's just a little too clean, a little too generic. There's a couple of a small arrest record, but it's things like got in a bar fight, or
Petty stuff.
Yeah. Urinating in public when he was drunk. That kind of thing.
She'll try to poke a little bit deeper, but we'll definitely be keeping an eye on any kind of something that would trip someone else off. And she does have the ability to do that with one of the things in her inventory.
Okay.
Yep.
Does that give a bonus, or is there?
No, monitors frequency typically used by alarms. So if any kind of like alarm has been triggered.
Okay, so it wouldn't necessarily stop you from triggering the alarm, but it would let you know you had triggered an alarm. Is that what you
Yes.
Is that how you tell me it works? Okay. Alright, well, if you want to dig deeper, give me another roll. But this time it will be versus someone. Well, something.
Did roll, baby. Oh, it's even better.
Depends on how many d6 the other one have. I rolled 2 1s in that. God.
Problem with having more dice. The more dice you have, the more likely you are to roll another one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you got a 29. You're digging around. Let's see. Are you digging specifically into like Arnox's system, or are you just kind of looking for this guy anywhere in the what do they call it?
She's not dumb enough to dig in the same place they get their jobs from.
Okay.
She's just kind of cross-referencing, like maybe like the face, the patterns on his skin and stuff to see if he matches up with anyone else.
What you managed to find is a little bit of security footage. From oh, not that. Is it the mid rim? It's not the outer rim.
Not Core Worlds, is it?
No, I believe it's the mid rims that he was. Yeah, it's not quite as deep as the core. It's kind of in between. But you find some security footage that you're pretty sure is him, as well as kind of an APB in a system where he is wanting for questioning in association to a murder of a high-ranking businessman.
High-ranking businessman, anyone we know?
You don't particularly recognize him. When you run a search on that guy, it was a weapons firm that he worked for. He didn't own it, but he was one of the higher level people in it.
Okay, just kind of compile all the information. Wait till everyone gets back to the ship to pass it on.
Okay. All right. So back at the club, Kubri has got, like he said, has gone up to the bar in order to drink.
Mm-hmm.
He's just watching. He's just sitting there drinking, watching the dancers.
Yeah, Iota is basically he's going to kind of mingle and see what rumors he can pick up.
Okay.
See what things he might learn that might help in potential further negotiations in the future.
Okay. You've been to this club several times. You probably know the bartender's name.
Mhm.
And of course, you know Ludo, and he's still wandering around.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be so much like he's going up and like asking like direct questions. He's just kind of like mingle around and eavesdrop. See what he could
Okay.
learn. Which I believe is a streetwise role.
Let's see, where is Streetwise? That'd be knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah. From what the book told me, streetwise is like information gathering.
Yeah, that makes sense.
17.
Okay. That's a pretty good roll. Are you looking for anything specific or just...
He's kind of their because they're passengers out and about in the bar. So while Io is searching the digital information network, he's going to kind of listen to what people might be saying after he like leaves an area to like go somewhere else in the bar. Sort of like listen in to see what people are saying about him or might have to say about him.
Okay.
Basically, it's like, is anyone familiar enough with him to kind of talk smack when he leaves?
What you get is he's not leaving much of an impression with anybody.
Mm.
And that whole arrogant demeanor he had looking at you in the office, that was like gone the second he stepped out the door.
Ah, okay.
Dealing with people out in the bar, he seems, friendly, not too friendly.
Okay.
You did hear him get into one conversation with a guy about some races that were, they were watching on one of the view screens.
Mm.
And it was two guys talking about the pod races.
So basically, he's doing the I'm an average Joe.
Yes.
Okay. So, doing the I'm an average Joe enough for it to stand out to him with his background of having to dealing with these kind of people before.
But yeah, I mean, he's drinking, he's watching a little sports, he's watching a little bit of the dancers.
Mm. All right. Good to know.
Now, he does seem to be chatting with people as he walks around, too.
Okay.
Now, are you trying to be subtle as you talk to people that have talked to him or interacted with him?
Like I said, he's not exactly like going out and like chatting the people up that talk to him. He's just seeing if he can like listen to rumors that people might be saying, like, people who have a little bit too much to drink, whose mouths might be running a bit.
Well, like I said, nobody seems to talk much about him because, he's just another bar goer. Other rumors you pick up is there's some kind of power play being done amongst the Hutts. Nobody knows exactly what, but there's been lots of people moving around. There's a couple people talking about a shootout a few streets over. You probably know more about that than they do.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
But one of the local like underbosses, apparently his daughter got shot, in it.
Mm-hmm.
This Zabrak guy.
Okay.
People talking about it like, yeah, I would hate to be the people that pulled that trigger.
Good to know.
Doc, what are you doing in a bar?
That's a good question. What is a droid doing in a bar? Who knows?
You are one of only 2 droids that are in this bar.
The other one's like handing out drinks.
The other one is like doing the mixed drinks. You know, there's a biological bartender, and then there's a droid in the back that does the freaky mixed drinks. It's got multiple
Arms
limbs.
to do more than one drink.
It's shaking over here. It's stirring over here.
He's mainly just there with the captain, but if nothing else is pressing, he'll probably wander back onto the ship to check medical supplies and make sure we're stocked up for the drip.
You had a few people kind of look at you like, what's a droid doing in here? When did they start letting them in?
If anything, you'll see Doc walk over, like, everything in order, Captain.
Everything's fine.
Ah, great. Well, I shall return back to the med bay and see if there's any supplies we need to stock up before leaving.
That would be best.
Good day, Captain. Then he just walks out.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Ozen.
Hello.
So what is she
I
doing
think
in the bar?
I think she would be doing more the same as what what our captain is doing. But she's probably like on another side. Doing maybe the equivalent of an insight check on our +1.
Alright,
Yes, we're suspicious.
I can't imagine why. He's not gonna murder you in your sleep, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Not if we lock his doors, he ain't.
True.
there isn't really an insight skill here. It'd probably be the closest would probably be like streetwise maybe. Streetwise or maybe a creative use of search.
Perception, perhaps.
Yeah, the perception stat definitely seems like what it would fall under. Or sense.
I can do both.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Uh, 13.
Alright. You don't think he likes people.
Mood.
That's based largely on his reaction to you in the office.
Mhm.
Or maybe he doesn't like people that of your class. Maybe he's a little
Just
more highfalutin, bougie.
Yeah.
Though out in the bar, he's doing a good job of blending in with everybody else.
there's still that tick of like, I hate these people. Or like it's like an I'm better than these people, maybe.
Well, like I said, you got that in the office, and then just a sudden change convinces you that this is probably this is an act. You know what he's doing currently
Gotcha.
is an act. I mean, this is not a this is not a dive bar by any means,
Mm,
but it's not exactly upscale either. It's like upper middle class.
mid range. Okay. Give him another like once over. Make sure nothing, like just. I'm pretty sure nothing's been passed off to him in the time between. So I'll just kind of like up and down real quick and make my way out to the ship as well.
Okay.
On the way out, I'll pass the captain and be like, I'll put a hand on his shoulder and be like, I guess I'll get the good rot gut out for him. Just walk off.
Kiltser. Now,
Yeah.
are you in full armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, your presence gets a fair amount of attention then.
He's just gonna go to the bar and order a drink.
So you got your helmet sitting on the bar.
Close to her, yeah.
Pull out a flamethrower. Like, you touch it, I'll fucking incinerate you.
There's a guy that's been drinking, at the bar. He sees you sit down. He keeps cutting his eyes over at you and at the helmet. Hey, are you really a Mando? I didn't think there were very many of you guys around.
Yeah? What's it to you?
I've never seen one in person before. Them helmets are pretty distinct. Hey, can I look at that?
With your eyes and not your hand.
Oh, okay. He pulls his greasy hand back. How many people you killed?
And why would you want to know that?
I love that. I love the facial expression.
I just, I hear you guys are rough. Super commandos and all that. I mean, didn't it take the Jedi to wipe your folks out?
And obviously they didn't do a good enough job because they didn't fully wipe us out, now did they?
Most of it. They ran you off your planet, from what I hear. I'm sorry. That's probably insensitive.
The planet.
Seems to be a lot of that going around the last few years.
I mean, people are hungry with power.
So they're like more of you around? He starts looking around the bar like he's looking for more people.
I mean, not with me, no.
Oh, you're all by yourself. Oh, it's sad.
I mean, it's the way it is. I mean, I go see my clan from time to time.
Oh, that's good. You should always call your mother. I haven't called my mother in years.
And maybe you need to take your own advice.
Yeah, but she always wants money.
That I can't help you out with.
So he keeps talking to you like that until eventually he falls asleep at the bar.
Fine.
So at this point, Keltzer and the captain are the only ones still around. How long do y'all stay at the bar?
I would stay for a little while, but he leaves soon after.
Yeah, she'll head out when he heads out. Especially since they got jumped and all.
Alright, so I assume y'all are going to grab Kubri on y'all's way out then. Alright, so he leaves with y'all. You know, all casual like. But then as soon as y'all are outside, it's like, I thought y'all were never gonna leave.
It's part of the job.
Thought we were gonna be hanging around in that bar forever.
I mean, if you really want to, we could go right back in.
No. There's far better places I could be spending my time. The dancers were adequate at best. And the booze.
Well, time to go then.
I need the two of you to give me a search roll.
Okay.
Got a 9.
Ooh.
10, 18.
Kinda don't have a lot in search.
Alright, you get a 26. A 9 and an 8. Alright, and then these. Alright, you two did not see anything. But very quietly, Kubri tells you we're being followed. Don't look back. Glance over the next time we take a turn. You know, there's a Rodian in a red shirt with a black vest. He was outside the club as we left. He's been behind us, you know, for the last couple of minutes. Did you say something, Eric?
Yeah, he goes. Sounds about right.
You know, from this distance, I can't tell if he's armed or not. But...
Best to treat him like he is.
Do you want to confront him, or do you just want to try to lose him?
I want to see how dogged he is with the pursuit first.
Also want to say for funsies, Ozen goes to the ship, but it, like sits like by not sits, but like kind of waits by the door on the just so that it stays up. Just kind of like looks out from it.
Okay. At some point, then you're probably there when a couple of guys come by to deliver Kubri's gear.
Specifically, gonna give it a but when it comes in, want to give it a once over, but let them do their thing first because they're
Yeah.
closer to a combat encounter than I am.
If it's combat. All right, the two of y'all being followed. How are y'all planning to deal with this guy?
Well,
You talked about wanting to see how dogged he was.
yeah. Well, first thing, Ayrta is going to calm Io, and with the usual, because I haven't mentally figured out the various code words yet. He would use one of them to let Io know that they're being tailed as they left.
Respective code word of, do you need assistance?
He'll say not right now.
Fantastic. We have deliveries and information when you arrive.
As do I. Please give those deliveries make sure they're properly stored.
Of course, I'll give them. What is the phrase? White glove treatment or kid glove treatment? Oh. Make sure they're treated as well as our passenger wishes.
Very well.
Just ripping them open to like look through them.
No, she's getting anything to like run for any kind of chemical explosives, anything illegal, anything that could get them pulled over. Like, dude, do you have weed in this and you're gonna get us all pulled over?
Is there spice in this?
Oh, if there's spice, she will kill him.
That's what the question is there spice in this shit? And then, yeah.
Only salt and pepper. I
Is this
swear.
glimmer dust?
Oh no.
So you've alerted Io to potential problems.
Yes.
When she comes down to check on the box, she'll let Ozan know.
Okay. All right. So the road, you make the turn. You see the Rhodian he's talking about. He does, the Rhodian doesn't seem to be trying to get any closer. But he's definitely trying to keep y'all in view.
Makes sense.
The next turn we take, Kelstra's gonna wait after the turn for the Rhodian to walk that turn and more than likely confront him.
Okay. So it's walk, and then you just kind of step to the side up against the wall, wait for him to come around the corner. Eric, do you and Kubri just continue like normal? Do you just go a little ways and then wait to see what happens?
He will knowing his Mando's temperament by now, he would once he sort of like felt her back up and stop, he'd go to like the next kind of like alley or next like little ways, and then he's sort of like like if he sees people that are sort of like mingling in an area, he'll kind of just like lean up against like a wall nearby, sort of like he's kind of part of the group, and just keep an eye on the proceedings.
Kubri follows your cue. Again, he's very good at seems to be very good at blending in.
Yeah.
You guys aren't leading them to the ship, right?
No.
Okay.
Maybe?
Just me asking them, making sure they're not like going that way.
No,
See what
yeah.
goes with these.
Ayuda kind of figured that the Rhodian was following them to see what ship they went to sort of like tag the ship. So he's like, I'm not leading them back to my ship. Are you kidding me?
So Keltzer's, up against the wall. A few seconds later, the Rhodian rounds that corner.
Mm-hmm.
He has got a comm unit out, giving basically like the street. He's basically the first thing you hear him saying is the street corner that he's on currently.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I can't hear this. Ignore me.
No, even at the distance though, you would see that he had the little comm in his, up
okay.
his mouth.
I just can't hear what he's saying.
So he rounds the corner, almost bumps into Keltzer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me.
I shall grab him. and push him against the wall.
Hey! I said, excuse me. Just an accident.
Why are you following?
What?
Wrong answer, and you'll get shot. Why are you following?
Security!
This is Nar Shadar. There's no.
And then Kelser will take out her blaster and put it against his head. One more time.
Ah,
You decide to play stupid, and you'll be dead. Why are you following?
Over the comm, you hear a voice going, "Don't tell her anything."
She'll take the comm, put it in her pocket, and be like, again, you answer, and if it's the right answer, you live. If it's the wrong answer, you're dead.
Is there an intimidation skill?
there is one.
Does
You could
Keltzer
use
have
command.
it?
I think I have intimidation.
Yeah, Jeremy's probably right there. It probably fall if it's not individual, it probably falls under command. So give me a roll in your command. I mean, you got him dead to rights. He's gonna have to tell you something. But
Wait,
see.
command? I don't have a command.
It's in perception.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
under-
okay. I'm about to be like, wait. Okay.
yeah, perception seems to be where the social ones go as well as.
Okay. So if command would be that I know what to put into when I get points. All right, that's an 11.
All right. Be cool. I'm barely armed. I wasn't intending you any harm.
Why are you following?
One of the guys you're traveling with, I was told to find out where he was staying. I don't know why. I don't ask those questions. I just, tell people when my boss needs it. We just want to know if he was staying somewhere local or if he was on a ship.
He'll do a sharp whistle. To call the other two over.
You would think a Mando helmet would muffle that sort of thing, but it works fine.
Well, you feel like meeting our follower?
I'm always delighted to meet new people.
Of course.
As his hand drifts down to his knife.
And Nair will go over.
And once they get close enough, she'll look at the other guy and be like, he's here for you.
Kubrick nods his head.
And she takes the comm out of her pocket. And he had this. Somebody else is on the line. Probably listening right now.
As you say that, you hear a click in the line go dead.
Apparently, he wasn't supposed to say anything, but he's following because of you.
Give me the comm unit.
She'll hand it off.
He'll put it into his coat for use later.
Oh, come on, man. Those things aren't cheap. I'm just trying to make a living here.
You might not be living much longer, so don't worry about it.
Kubrick asked you, did he tell you who he was working for?
No, just his boss wanted to know where you were staying, if it was in a local area or a ship. And that's all he said.
Tell us who your boss is, and I'll try to talk the nice Mando out of shooting you. And the guy, the Rodian, him hauls around a little while. Before finally admitting that he works for another Hutt. Basically, his understanding is that his well, no, actually, come think of it, like he's already said, he didn't know why he was following the guy, but he works for another Hutt. The captain would recognize the Hutt's name, and he's another player, in Hutt politics. A rival of Arnox's. So more than likely, he noticed this new guy hanging around, and was just a general, who dat.
Yeah.
But the Rodian admits that he's been hanging around the bar or hanging around the club for a couple of days, waiting for this guy to make a move.
I see. And I suppose it's inevitable with whatever power struggles going on here.
Hubert kind of nods his head. There's always this sort of cloak and dagger stuff with Hutt. Really, anybody in positions of power.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, we probably don't need to hang around here much longer.
No, probably not.
I'm going to dispose of them?
Not right here. There's a few too many eyes on us. Bring him this way.
National.
Just throw him off one of the causeways. Trunks fall off them all the time. There's no guardrails.
Ain't wrong.
This was a long time ago. Guardrails haven't been invented yet.
Yeah.
Snar Shadar, you think there's OSHA here?
And it is the vertical city. There's plenty of places to drop stuff down.
Yeah, Aida will pat Amanda on the back and go like, well, it's a shame he was too drunk to make it home. And then he'll say, please escort our guest to the ship when you're finished. And Aida will head to the ship himself.
So yeah, y'all wait till it's pretty empty. There's a causeway. Off the edge, the guy goes. Ah!
Yep.
Is it like Nakatomi Plaza?
Such a shame people can't hold their liquor.
Gotta keep him steady, but
You just can't help some people.
How long has it been at this point? With them like shaking down the guy, throwing him off a not guardrail.
How much shit have we been able to go through?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's been 15 or 20 from the time Keltzer grabbed him till they pushed him off was probably 20 minutes, but that involved some walking.
Yeah.
They waited an opportune moment to. So yeah, y'all had time, and after disposing of the Rodian, they have no other trouble getting back to the ship. In that time, yeah, y'all had time to go over the boxes.
Just
So there are two metal boxes, like I said, think decent sized luggage as far as how big they are. It looks like something one person would reasonably carry with them on a long trip. They've got a very
outside,
nice
at
lock
least.
built into them, though.
That's a shame for the lock.
Doing any sort of like outside scan for chemicals and so forth, nothing is detecting for any sort of explosives. Though these things seem to be pretty well sealed.
What kind of lock? Biological, electric.
It's got a little number pad, as well as like a biometric. Big enough, for a thumb or a couple of fingers or a tentacle, if you were that sort of species. Not like a full hand or anything.
Jesus, I heard that.
Why not? We're feeling froggy.
You gonna try to
All right.
hack the thing open?
Fucking 31.
Yeah.
Weird flex, but okay.
4 6s. It's like, yeah, I got this.
It's like, so I can get into the very difficult range. Yes.
All right, so yeah, you have no problem popping the thing open.
Braces for impact while she opens it. Like,
Scan for any explosive. We should be fine. And if there are, it'll probably kill us before we know it.
fair enough.
The rest of the crew will just, Arnox another ship, I guess.
I don't think that's.
Or it could be a mimic.
Wrong universe.
But
Fair
say
enough,
you
fair.
say that, but we kicked someone's door down Sunday and got attacked by 3 chairs that were mimics.
Nice.
Famous Star Wars mimics.
Yeah,
There probably are some somewhere.
it wouldn't surprise me.
She's not going to move anything around, like full on start rifling through it and tossing shit over her shoulders.
Ozen will.
Sure.
Oh no, you do what you're gonna do.
All right.
No,
so
she-
anyway, you pop the first one open. And you see a what is clearly some sort of sniper rifle. It is broken down into segments and packed in, carefully packed in there. There's ammo in there with it, a variety of ammo. You're not exactly sure what the different types are.
She knows someone
That's
that will know.
fancy.
I have knowledge.
But interestingly, it seems to be old slug thrower styles.
Okay.
Actually, a projectile and not like a laser.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, that's how the Mandalorians dealt with Jedi. It's like, oh, lol, you can reflect lasers?
Shotgun.
Okay, how about this buckshot?
How's the Force feel about this?
Carry this, you
Basically.
fucking casual.
Parry this. Fuck casual. Yeah, basically.
Okay, broken down sniper rifle in one.
Mm-hmm. And then
Any?
you can lift that kind of segment of foam out, and there's a bunch of smaller guns up under there, including one
certainly.
that seems to fire darts, and then there's a variety of liquids in jars.
Well, I
Look at-
certainly hope he actually packed some clothing, because this is disappointing.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say our friend is some sort of
Assassin?
He is merely a gun enthusiast.
Hmm.
So is
that's
our
me.
captain.
and maybe a enthusiast of poisons. Might just be sedatives. Who knows?
They're purely recreational, I'm sure.
They're labeled. They're labeled with a number, but nothing that tells you
Make a
what's in it.
So they say, oh, so it's just labeled with a number, like it isn't some sort of like chemical formula or something.
Nope. It's like 1 through. There's 6 of them. It's 1 through 6.
Interesting.
Okay.
I think we're good on this one.
Puts it back as it was.
As it was, yeah.
That's easy to do. Like, it's all packed in foam, basically. So.
With that 31, would she be able to change the combination on that lock?
Yes.
Okay, combination is changed.
Do you change the biometrics too?
Doesn't change the biometrics, but she figures it takes both the biometrics and the physical combination.
Say with her background, I'd assume that'd be information she'd know for stuff like that.
If it requires both of them to be changed, she will change it to her biometric.
No, you can change just one.
Okay,
and
she'll
it does
change
require
the
both
numeric.
of them to get in.
Yeah, she'll change the numeric or whatever data input it is.
Okay.
In a pinch, just slice off the person's finger. You're still being a slicer. It's in a different way.
It would still probably require some form of heat or life, some kind of reading from it.
Do it quickly.
It's going to be a little bit better than the biometrics we use,
Yeah.
modern day.
Just pop it in the microwave, stick it up there.
No need for a microwave. You just got to make sure to hollow it out and just put it over your own finger. It'll be fine.
Or tuck it up under your arm for a little while to get it warm.
Just get one of those hand warmers.
First tangent of the game.
First tangent of 2022.
Yeah.
That's barely a tangent.
Still within the world.
We kind of went down the rabbit hole, though.
We went downhill, not the rabbit hole.
All right, so you got it changed on the first one. Y'all want to go through the second case too?
Yep.
Would I need a new roll for the second case?
That's a pretty high roll.
Yeah, it was, and if
you've seen one log, you've seen them both.
And it is the same model of log. It's very much the same style case. So yeah, you get that one open no trouble as well. And while the biometrics are the same, it's actually a different numerical code.
At least he's not using the same password. That's marginally reassuring.
I mean, I'm not a tech person, and that's just Tech 101.
Oh, you would be surprised.
I wouldn't. People are stupid, but continue.
Yeah, I got a buddy that does cybersecurity for a government contractor, and
password 123.
It's not quite that bad, but he's got some stories about how bad, especially about how bad on-site security is.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something that's not plugged up to the internet, then yeah, if you get into the building, their security is pathetic after that. But anyway, you crack this guy's second case open. This one has got like clothing and stuff in it.
Any armor or anything like that, or just clothing?
Any drugs?
There is a jacket that is very light armor. It's reinforced or whatever. But it's designed where you could wear it and it not be like noticeable that you're wearing armor, but it can give a little bit of protection. Other than that, there's a half a dozen or so other outfits.
What level of society would you like outfits falling into? Like aristocratic or nobility or
assassin,
politic?
There's one particularly fancy looking one. There's one that looks like, would be somebody that lived in a slum.
It's his costume trunk.
Basically. And there's, most of the clothing would be fairly gender neutral.
Okay.
But there is, like, one Well, you know a Twi'lek dancing girl outfit when you see it. There's one that's like a skimpy dancing outfit, definitely for a woman.
I look at you. It's not for me.
I'm not fucking wearing it.
Look, what he wears to feel pretty is his business.
I hope he's not using that as a disguise. There'd be several dead giveaways.
Are there any drugs in here?
Drugs. There is a med kit in there, so you know whatever would normally come in that.
Sure.
There's some spare cash he's got in there. You know, some cred sticks. Kind of your typical toiletries you'd have traveling. You know.
This is the travel case.
There's some makeup. I think of what else he got. And a little smattering of like jewelry, you know, a few rings, a few earrings.
Just enough to.
Just enough to kind of accent whatever else he was wearing.
Okay. She would have made sure to take some kind of like picture of each of these. Just because after she seals them up, I don't know why your box isn't opening anymore. That's weird. She's not going to change the combination on this one.
It'd be embarrassing if you just stripped them and then, like, you know.
Well, no, she's thinking...
Leave nothing in there but the Twi'lek dancing outfit.
Well, she's thinking ahead, see. Y'all may be stuck in the shit with him for a couple of weeks. She wants him to have clean clothes to wear.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Just, no, not the dancing outfit, please.
A note that says, "What the fuck?"
Just a very disapproving, like, emoji, like...
But this guy creates sentimental
These are the
value.
These are the two major locked cases, right?
Yeah, those are the two locked
There's
cases
only
that got
two of
dropped
them.
off.
Okay. Was there anything else?
How long has it been between these two cases?
10 minutes or so. I mean, it didn't take you too long to get in there.
Okay. If there are other cases, I will say they were on the way back. We don't want to be caught with our hands in the cookie jar.
Fine. And then she'll leave Io to it and then go and back to where she was by the door, just kind of like arms crossed, waiting for her crew.
Okay.
I will store these wherever the spare, like, room is.
Okay. Yeah, I think y'all got enough rooms on the ship for him.
I think we chose this one particular ship model because it had a lot of different rooms.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but we have a very nice cargo hold.
That too.
Yeah.
We do. Which I will absolutely be making use of to make money.
Won't we all?
Yeah, there's like six individual bedrooms in this thing.
Once she stows out, she'll go join us.
Alright. So when the rest of you show up... Oh, I forgot all about Doc. Where has Doc been during all this? Just piddling around in the med bay?
Piddling around the med bay, probably poked his head out to if he heard any real commotion from everybody, just like, hey.
You look out, they've got this guy's luggage open, she's holding up the dancing girl outfit.
If Doc poked his head out, I would have probably seen if Doc could identify the chemicals, like, fairly quickly, considering droid.
I'm sure he could. If you want him to, he'd happily just be like, sure, gets out something to analyze it with.
Okay, well, yeah, Midbay's got plenty of equipment for stuff like that.
As long as we can make it quick, I just want to get this stowed so we don't look like too nosy.
What you want me to roll there, boss?
go ahead and roll your medicine. You're using the medical equipment.
Alright. Wheel of Morality, turn. Show me what the dice is going to tell me. Please and thank you.
23 is pretty good.
Ones.
So I said there were 6 of them. The first one is a mild sedative. Wouldn't necessarily knock somebody out, but it would mess up their hand-eye coordination. Probably slur their speech. It'd slow down their thinking. You know, it'd make them fuzzy.
And as it's like telling him what it is, Doc's got a piece of paper and he's like writing this down.
The other one is a flat out, knock you out sedative. Think your typical movie tranquilizer dart. One has got basically microscopic tracking devices in it, suspended in a liquid, so you could dart somebody and then track them. And the other 3 are poisons of varying strengths.
6 months Kool-Aid.
You know, from make you really sick, really sick, and mimicking the symptoms of like one particular sickness. It wouldn't fool somebody doing a full medical scan, but the symptoms would seem like this person had just had some food poisoning or something. And then one's a poison that would kill you, but it would kill you kind of slow. Thing like blowfish poison. And then one is one that could kill you within minutes.
Think Man of War.
Yeah. And they're all
Oh, yeah.
pretty broad as far as what species they would affect. Now they're going to affect most species out there in the galaxy.
And Doc's pretty much written this down as each fact has came up, and in a very cheerful tone. Ah, yes, as requested. And pass through the paperwork.
Back.
Just in case the gentleman we're transporting asks, we were never in his suitcases.
Affirmative. Deleting any memory of this incident. Do you hear?
Oh, damn! He has already done it.
I don't think droids wipe their memories quite that easily.
He'd be like, yes.
You don't have to wipe your memory of it. You just don't have to speak of it.
Just don't talk.
Right. Creating a feedback loop of forgetting this memory. Do not worry, I can access later. At least from your vocal patterns.
Fantastic? Okay. Pat on mechanical shoulder.
Like,
All right. So Ozan
Honestly.
and Io basically you've just gotten back to the gangplank and kind of gotten yourself
You've been-
situated where you look comfortable, like you might be sitting there for a while when everybody else shows up.
Yep.
You've been casually here the whole time.
Well, I mean, Aida did leave earlier, so he probably would have gotten there before our new arrival.
Oh, that's right.
Still-
You jotted on ahead while Kiltzer and Kubri.
Murdered a man.
Yep.
Murder is such an ugly word.
He fell.
accurate.
He
Facilitated the
tripped.
death of.
He
Made not
tripped.
alive.
He
Gravity-
just tripped.
Gravity
Unlifed
did
him.
most of the killing.
Unlifed him. Jeez.
We are talking Star Wars. They don't explicitly say kill in the stories.
The Star Wars cartoons have people getting run through with lightsabers.
Yeah,
The Star
they
Wars
do,
movies have people getting run through with lightsabers.
but they don't say it. They don't say kill.
They do. They don't
They-
say.
Their Force Ghost just shows up later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, I like otters in the chat. He was set free.
Of
He
this
is now-
mortal coil.
Yes, he is now one with the Force.
Oh, jeez.
Basically.
Not good enough in sense to be able to figure out anything that's been going on. So I'm gonna not do that.
So you're right, Eric. The captain would have gotten back to the ship first.
Mm-hmm.
I would have walked by him on the way to the gangplank. Just back to.
Is an assassin.
I kind of figured as much.
He had a Twi'lek dancing girl outfit. I'm
That's
gonna have to look at this guy.
that's concerning.
Hmm.
So, the Rhodian that was following us, working for another Hutt. Apparently, there's some kind of power struggle happening, or people working behind the scenes to facilitate one, at the very least.
It's Hutt.
Yeah. I get the feeling part of this is because he wants to expand to increase his power in the area. Solidify his position, as it were. So, fun times all around, I guess. Did you find anything interesting, by the way?
Holds up all the information on him being wanted for murdering a guy, or questioning in the murder of a guy. All the information on the files and pictures of both of the contents.
Hmm.
He might
He-
be upset when he can't get into the one with his gun. I don't know how that happened.
I probably forgot the password again. And he'd look at the picture with the rifles and the firearms and stuff, and how much of it would he be able to recognize offhand, given his occupation?
How much work did he do with slug throwers?
Is it a gun?
It is a gun. I guess give me a technology roll.
Alrighty, give me one. Okay, so technology roll. Just straight technical? Or knowledge, or mechanical?
Technology is under knowledge.
So it is. Okay, I didn't see it. 11.
Let's see, 11.
Seems like something I should put more to.
Fairly high-end sniper rifle. Older tech, of course, but reliable. The scope looks very high tech. You're not sure what all the different kinds of ammo are. You're pretty, you're pretty sure there's like basic ammo, armor piercing,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're not necessarily sure what a couple of the other ones are.
Mm-hmm. Well, some of this is slug throwing that I haven't run into before. It's interesting. No, it'd be a shame if he didn't need that. Maybe later.
We have to at least get him to the planet.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, we don't get paid.
That is also true.
We threw him out of the ship. Technically, he's at the planet.
Basically just said, yeah, you're gonna do a Halo now.
Hey, what?
But he hasn't done anything to you, so I don't know why y'all are so...
Look, we've played enough games with you. We're suspicious of everybody.
Yeah.
That's not entirely unfair, okay. But I've already promised you that he was not going to stab you in the back or kill you in your sleep, excuse me.
That was the
Mhm.
exact
Yeah, he'll
verbiage
kill
he
us
used,
when
kill
we're
you in
awake.
sleep.
He likes
got
to
a
look you in
rifle.
the eyes.
From 300 meters away.
Well,
Oh no,
he's got
that's how he kills people for business. For pleasure, it's up close. That's what the knife works for.
Great to know.
About the time everyone's cleaning up is about when the rest of them show up.
But, oh, but yeah. I've had just enough time to show the captain the paperwork. And him to take it out of, or well, not paper, but the data pad. He swaps it off the screen. It's the...
I was gonna say I'd see them coming a long way. I was like,
Oh yeah.
You better
As
hurry up back
Keltzer and Kubri show up. And Keltzer, you can't help but notice Kubri has been in a more upbeat mood.
Murder
Yeah.
makes him happy.
Look, there's just satisfaction to be taken in doing what you're good at. Whatever that may be.
That I can understand.
So they come up the gameplay and he's looking around. Well, I was afraid Arnox was going to get me a garbage scow to fly in, but this is not bad.
Well, it was one that his cousin decided to revamp on a whim.
Nephew.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I got into a conversation with Ludo about ships one time.
really into something, you can't shut up.
Yep.
That's why it's handy to keep the conversation a little clipped. He loses interest.
Is that what?
Mm-hmm. I'm not drawn into 3-hour-long conversations again.
Ooh, excuse me.
Did my trunks arrive?
Yes, they've already been stowed in your room.
If somebody could show me to my room, I'd appreciate it.
I will show him where the cabin is.
He looks around, seems to be content.
The mess is, of course, stocked with the basics. Showers are there, and there. And she's gone.
And that's it.
Bye!
The door shuts behind you. Alright, so when are y'all planning to leave the planet?
Soonish. Once everyone's packed up, ready to go.
I think we're all on the ship.
Okay.
My shit's on the ship.
Alrighty. Then in that case, he will look to his R2 unit. It's like, all right, plug in, start astrogating.
It gives a whistle, rolls up to the computer. Pop this little
Yeah,
probe out.
I will say he one thing he did have the Hutt put in was a little what's that kind of cage that he can like lock into so he's not jostled around if he's astrogating under duress, like if the ship is under attack.
Like a docking station.
Basically.
Yeah, I don't know what they'd call it in Star Wars.
A cup holder for your droid.
A cup holder for the droid. Yeah. A droid holder, if you will.
Really, just every time he plugs in, the captain goes over there and duct tapes him to the wall.
Or the feet magnetized down or something.
Yeah. But and he will have R2 start calculating the astrogation.
Alright. R2-T9 gets to work.
Fitting.
Did you guys
Okay.
bring back the communication device that you got off the Rodian?
Yes,
Yeah, I believe that was in the captain's pocket.
it is.
Okay. It wasn't mentioned though, so she wouldn't know about it. Never mind!
Good.
So yeah, 15 is good enough. Most of the trip can be made on major trade routes.
Yeah.
Done.
So you get permission from Nar Shaddai's traffic control tower.
Mm-hmm.
You lift off into space, no problem. The sky is busy over this moon, but you quickly leave Nar Shaddai and Nar Hutta behind you.
Yeah.
You have no issues jumping into hyperspace. And once in hyperspace, you can relax and nobody from the planet is going to be following you at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say once
Except
we
it-
enter hyperspace, Ozin has breathed a sigh of relief. Wherever she may.
I don't like that planet.
I don't
Uh,
either.
Your R2-T9 unit, whistles and beeps at you, pointing out that it was a moon, not a planet that you just left.
I don't like
Yes.
the planet that it's a moon of. Yes, that as well.
That's fair. He's never had any desire to visit a planet. He hears it's not a great place for things with wheels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get you one of those soundboards, just a bunch of droid noises.
I thought about looking into that, but
How to get a copyright strike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you could do random beeps and whistles that were not their beeps and whistles.
That proof we got it from the show.
I mean, they didn't sue Tenchi Muyo over the lightsaber noises, so.
True.
Though I think they may have tried suing Battlestar Galactica over the blaster noises.
I think they did, yeah.
But that's beside the point.
Yep.
Alright, so it's a fair amount of travel time. But it passes uneventfully.
Okay.
You enter the corporate sector. There's a little bit of tension when you have to stop and redirect and then jump again, because all the sectors surrounding the corporate sector are under the control of one of the Imperial warlords.
One of the
Basically,
Moffs.
where the Empire has it's a Grand Moff in this case.
Yeah.
Because they're at the phase where they're fighting each other as much as they're fighting the New Republic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, individual Moffs and Grand Moffs are trying to carve out their own little empires.
Okay.
You would know going in that there's currently a lot of tension in the corporate sector, worrying about some faction or other of the empire trying to roll in and take over.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
But they do have their own, corpsec, something like that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of their military, kind of their police force.
Yeah.
Yeah, corpsec, corporate security. But nobody's really confident they're going to be taking on Star Destroyers successfully.
Yep.
But so far, there's just been a lot of posturing and not a whole lot of actual anybody doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So the sector continues to just make money, which is, what it's here for.
Yep.
Really, it should be your kind of place, Captain.
It is.
During the travel, Kubri stays mostly in his room. If you've got a time of day that most of you eat, if most of you eat your meals at the same time, he comes out and eats the meals with you. He's not completely antisocial.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any
Really,
sort
the
of
only time
entertainment,
people
like
see-
the board game, holographic board game they had in the Falcon, or if you ever got something like that,
Hollow chess.
yeah, there's a specific name for it, but
Yeah.
so mostly keeps to himself, but is not like antisocial.
Right. See, there's probably like at least the chessboard. Because sometimes
A deck of sabacc, something.
Yeah, because sometimes hyperlane travel can take a while.
Osin, when not eating meals, is mostly in her room, just meditating. Not that anyone would go in her room without any. She locks it behind her, meditates.
I'm sure all the doors have locks on.
Mm-hmm.
The day before you actually get to the corporate sector, though, you do notice that Kubri seems to be particularly annoyed about something.
Okay.
Io, he inquires of you if you've got any tools he could borrow.
Of what manner?
He tries to be kind of casual, and he throws in a few that he might not actually need. Everything he's rattled off is stuff he'd need to try to get into that case and try to hack his lock.
Are you having problems with a lock on the ship?
Yeah, looks at you. Yes, something seems to be wrong with one of my pieces of luggage.
If you'd like, I could take a look at it.
That's all right. If I could borrow the tools, I'll try and take care of it myself. It'll give me something to do while we're traveling.
Of course.
I may take you up on that if I can't get into it. I may take you up on that.
She'll give him the tools. Inwardly thinking, good luck.
About 5 hours later, he comes back to you. Yeah, he hasn't had any luck, so he may have to take you up on that offer after all.
She'll
Yeah.
make it look like she's slicing it when she opens it, at least.
And he does kind of stand there and watch with, kind of a general interest in it. Oh, you're very good at that.
Pick up a little bit here and there.
So yeah, you pop it where it'll open. He's kind of like, oh, well, thank you, and make sure he kind of get his hands on it before you could actually raise it up to look in. Not that you were necessarily trying to or anything.
Of course. We don't need to see your delicates. And walks out the room.
And he probably got you to reset it where he can get in there.
Yeah, she would. When she slides it, she would probably been like, just input the new code that you want it to be. I'll leave you to it.
And hack it later.
Yeah. Oh, I can hack this later. Don't worry.
All right. As you come into Hassel's system, you're not picking up any other ships in the area. It's a pretty standard system. There's two rocky worlds, up fairly close to the sun. You've got a couple of asteroid belts and some gas giants of varying sizes. Nothing.
Is one of them named Hoff?
No.
That look.
You're pleased with yourself, aren't you?
A little bit.
Of the two rocky worlds, the one closest to the sun is tidal locked. So it is, scorched on one side, kind of frozen on the other. There's a band running along between the two that's actually habitable and has got some life on it. Not a real diverse ecosystem. Where the next planet back from there is more your typical, Earth, Coruscant, that sort. I forget what sort of classification system they use in Star Wars. As you approach the night side,
I almost wanted to say Hive World, but that's Warhammer.
Don't cross the streams.
I'm not.
But as you approach the night side, there's a few lights visible on the surface. There's at least a couple of cities down there that are producing enough light to be seen, seen easily.
Yeah.
But there are no ships in orbit. There's no artificial satellites in orbit around this world. It has 2 moons. One is particularly small and orbits, at a very high rate.
Yeah.
Where the other one is, similar to our moon in size. It's the one that has the most effect on the planet's tides.
Mm-hmm.
The coordinates you've got of where you're supposed to drop Kubri off is on the side currently, what's currently the day side.
Okay. He'll work on getting them there.
Okay. You drop on through orbit without any trouble. You pass over. You pass close enough to one village that you can kind of make out the people living in it.
Mm-hmm.
Looking up. Lots of thatch roofs. Looks very low tech. Everything seems to be farm based, very peasanty.
Mm-hmm. Call me curious. Why are you here anyway?
On this world in particular?
Mm-hmm.
This is just where I'm being picked up.
Mm.
Honestly, Captain, it's really one of those situations where the less you know is probably the better off.
Yeah, it sounds fair.
Almost every planet I've ever been on has some sort of saying about curiosity killing some sort of creature that's known for its curiosity.
Nah. I have one better. Stupidity is what killed the creature. Curiosity got framed.
Sounds like six of one or half dozen of the other to me.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, it's been a pleasure.
A little ways outside that village, and kind of the foothills to some smallish mountains.
Mm-hmm.
You come up on the side, you see another ship sitting there. Its weapons aren't powered up, its shields aren't on.
Yeah.
Get out of this ground.
But as you land, doesn't seem to be anybody around either.
You getting handed a ship?
There's supposed to be a crew.
Immediately start darting my eyes around.
Well,
Clocking any kind of struggle or anything.
well, let's hope the crew do not do anything stupid then.
The natives aren't supposed to be particularly hostile. They're primitive, but they've been in contact with other other worlds enough that they're not going to think we're monsters or something.
Well, perhaps there was a group that decided, you know what? We could use their stuff.
Possibly.
Or one of the other huts.
Or one of the other huts.
Do I see anything weird, or is it just the absence of people?
Right now, really just the absence of people. I mean, the ship doesn't appear to be damaged or anything.
Is the ship powered on at all? That we can tell?
Yes. Like I said, the weapons, like when I was describing the no weapon systems, the shields aren't up. But yeah, I mean the power is still turned on.
Okay.
It's what you would the readings are what you'd expect from a ship that's parked or waiting. Even the gangplank is down.
Well, that's interesting.
I don't like this.
Shall we give him a phone call?
Probably couldn't hurt. It's your ride, after all.
It's a
And
heavy
he'll
viper
look
blade.
over.
I will go back up in the ship and try and contact the other ship.
You send out a message. A minute or so passes. Then the comms fire up. Hello. Are you the guys bringing us our package?
Yes, we have a package to deliver.
Excellent. We'll be right out.
Looks over. I'm assuming that you know what these people at least are supposed to look like, or names, something.
There's a phrase they're supposed to know.
Fantastic.
Are you gonna say what it is, or just gonna drop you off and hope you don't die?
Well, they can come over here and pick up. Can't very well have a package just wandering freely, can we?
They were supposed to say the phrase over the radio.
Ah,
I'm gonna go get my gun.
With that, Kelsar shall get her blaster ready.
Yeah, he reaches down and kind of pops the snap on the holster for his blaster.
You sure you don't want to get what's in the trunk?
Well, this is
As she's walking out.
This is a blaster the blaster he's got on his side right now was one of the ones from the trunk. No, it's not the holdout one now. He's got a.
I would assume Io would notice that if it was one of those blasters.
But still, she's gonna be like, "You don't want to get the big gun? Come on. We can put you on top of the ship. You can have a grand old time."
There's some narrowing of eyes and debating of how many of these people can I shoot at one time.
not many.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not before a viper blade gets into your back. Chainsaws it.
Or a blaster through the head.
But as y'all arm up and walk to the back, he fetches his two cases and walks over to Doc. Carry these. We wanted to look like we're not suspecting anything, so it only makes sense for somebody to be carrying my gear. But everybody that's got a blaster needs their hands free.
Understood. I shall happily carry your luggage.
A doctor, not a cargo droid.
You're crossing the streams again.
Damn it, Jim. Who?
There's a star on both the titles. It's only partial crossing. I took psychic damage to myself from that.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
I'll be looking into the fourth wall for a while if you need me.
We do that a lot, though. Let's be real.
Excuse me. Yeah, no, Doc will just happily act like he's a carrier, and he'll just grab the bags like nothing's wrong.
All right. Let me move y'all over here.
Servo's processing of why am I doing this? Oh,
And
right,
then let me
camouflage.
switch us over to the others. There we go.
Still audible.
All right. So as you're leaving, your ship would be, just off screen, kind of over here. And you can see, but the guys online can't see.
I recognize this map.
Oh yeah, it's
We used it in
2-minute tabletop.
Yep.
Shoutouts.
I'll be reusing a few of the sci-fi maps I have as well.
I think he's put out some more, so double check the website.
Oh yeah, that's where I got the one we used in session 0.
Kind
That
of
was part of- that-
cyberpunky looking.
Yeah, that was a cyberpunk set he did, which works for the Nar Shaddaa pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move that over there just so it's a little bit visible on stream. All right, so everybody go ahead and throw their characters down.
Yep.
And I will throw the guy that is walking out of the other ship. There's the guy you're traveling with.
Actually, move myself so I'm visible on screen. There we go. Oh God, he's huge.
Who was it?
It briefly showed up as huge.
Then we shouldn't be able to miss, right?
Yeah, he should just be like. He's probably got a huge HP pool.
All right, so you see a red-skinned humanoid with horns. Why do I blank on all these alien names that I've known for years when it's time for me to actually say it out loud? Devorian.
Nikto.
What now?
Is it a Nikto? No, that's not. No,
No.
that's not the Redskin.
No, it's the devil-looking guys.
Yeah.
It's a brat.
Nah, it's single horns, not multiple horns.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, a lot of times they'll have the two. Like I said, it's very much like the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of your classic redskin, the devil.
I think it's Devorian.
Devorian. Yeah, I think you're right.
Or Devarian or something.
Who knows how they pronounce these things?
People do.
Yep.
It's like I can type it out, but pronouncing it is
Mm-hmm.
one of those weird things. Like I've read this word before.
So anyway, he steps out to kind of that little edge there. Hello. Hope you didn't have any trouble getting here. I know this is kind of a backwater little world.
No, the trip was fine.
You know what? I need all y'all to roll me a sneak. At least I think it'd be a sneak.
Hide holdout weapon that we hold out anyway?
Well, it's more like if he picks up on how tense you
That
are.
we know.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because he's looking at your body language.
Would that be maybe? Would it be con? Maybe.
Uh,
I mean, it'd still be under perception.
yeah.
Yeah. That might be con to try to play off.
Yeah, that works. Everybody give me a con roll then.
Got 12.
Ooh.
I'm sure we're fine, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, so 7.
I got the highest roll.
Yeah.
I haven't got all my dice polished up to use, so I'm still using digital dice.
Alright, so
Yeah.
I
you
got
get.
salt my dice.
I got a 12.
Alright, so you got a 12. Okay. So anyway, you tell him the trip was fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like good. Glad to hear it. And then he gives a sharp whistle because he's on to you. All right, so
This is gonna be hard.
So this is all what happens. He's going to kind of try to duck behind this rock, which is, it's yay high. He's gonna have to kind of crouch behind it, but it'll give him some cover. He has buddies come dropping out of some of these trees. Let's see. We'll drop a Duros. Has a Brack.
Excuse me.
And while that's doing that, one of the turrets on the ship starts to rotate around.
Ah, crap.
It's not, you don't think it can angle down enough to hit any of you.
It could hit our ship, though.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, it might be able to reach the ship. Well, I don't guess you could have left this ship with the shields on.
How far can we move on our turns?
I think 5 meters with a walk and 10 with a run.
I thought it was more. I feel like in session 0 we were just booking butt all over the place.
It was a smaller map.
Okay. How many squares are how many other 5-foot squares?
Oh, that's
Are
right.
we going to set them for meters?
I'm not
We're gonna
about
set
to
'em for
math
meters.
in my head.
Okay.
All right. So
Sorry to bring it up.
No, I just got to remember to do it every time.
Yeah.
I think that should be right. 2 meters per each square.
Okay.
All right. So who has the highest? Actually, I probably have that written down from last time.
I think Rappy's character has the highest dex.
It has not changed since last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it's Rappy, me, Sarah, Decca, then Josh.
That would be correct. I am the slowest.
All right.
You are a droid.
Dexterity is not my thing.
All right. Rattle that off to me again. Rappy first.
Rappy, myself, Sarah, Decca, and then
Dupa.
Duba.
All right. All right. These guys have a 2, so that puts them in. Duba, what was your dex?
2.
You said 2?
I am the slow. Ah, yes, sir. I am the
Okay.
slowest.
I have a
Yeah.
2D plus.
We'll put the NPCs below you then. All right. So declaring in reverse order. The Darovian is going to, like I said, duck behind the rock and probably take a shot at you.
Okay.
The 2 that dropped down out of the trees back here are going to move into some cover and take a shot at you. This fella over here is going to move into position, which will probably be all he can do this round.
Okay. Needing the chance. Mislead? Not mislead.
I know you probably put them on there, but what is the package doing?
Oh, that's right. I forgot to write him down. Let's see. He'd go above. See, Deca, what did you say your dex was? You're muted.
Am I?
I saw
No,
you
you're
move,
good.
but I didn't hear you, so I know.
I am.
You cut out.
That fucking. I am 2D plus 2.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, the package goes in.
I see. Roll20 has changed its stuff.
Just a little bit.
I can't find the thing that says, "Hey, hide the dang icons and just have the names."
Oh, that should
That
be in the
is-
setting. No. Where is it? Because I just did this. Did they just?
They
Oh,
changed the
did.
back of it.
It'll be
It's
in
under
settings.
audio and video display, names only.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
I'm sitting here looking at the screen. What is he talking about? But okay, on his, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like I was trying to. I was looking at the blown up version of the map to see where everything was, and I was like, okay, I can't see like 2 of these dudes because of the the avatar icons.
Ah, yes.
Mhm.
All right. So anyway, that's what the NPCs are doing, and of course, whoever is in the ship is planning to fire at your ship.
How fun.
So Duba, what are you doing?
Excuse me. That is a good question. Again, I don't think we ever established my character really having an actual gun. So for the most part, he is going to probably duck behind this rock here
Okay.
and probably set down the luggage, since he was meant to try and look convincing by carrying the cases.
Okay.
And that's about all I can think for him to do,
Until somebody gets
Unless-
shot.
until somebody gets shot, or if the you know what? Actually, Doc's gonna turn to our friend and ask, "Sir, if you have a spare blaster, that would be much appreciated."
Okay. So you're gonna. So you say that as you walk behind the rock, drop the thing. Can I turn to him?
Yeah.
All right, Deca, what are you doing? Or,
Oh,
excuse me, Jared.
yeah. I think Ozid is going to get as far as she can, about there behind a tree,
Okay.
and she's going to run and sit tight.
Not gonna shoot nobody.
With what?
She
The
has a
ship?
viral blade. Everybody's.
Oh, there's the cover stuff. All right.
Yep. So yeah, she's gonna both make herself a target and also be able to get some cover herself.
It's kind of like, look at me, look at me, look at me, and then step behind the tree.
Yep.
Just as everybody's looking at you. All right. Kubri. Is all right. He's gonna move 5 meters. To get him.
We might just want to make the boxes a meter.
I've been debating changing the scale.
Could always scale up the maps too.
But anyway, he's heading off towards the Darovian. Before he goes, Doc, he throws his holdout blaster to you.
Ew! The medic has a gun.
I'm a healer, but
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. He's sitting here, Ayerta, going, "What? Who in the hell made you?"
And he's going to try to shoot the Darovian.
Mm.
Sarah.
If we just take movement action, do we get any additional movement or nah?
If you just walking, you get 5 meters. If you run, you get 10.
Okay.
But if you do something else, the running makes it a multiple action. So you lose a dice off anything else you do.
Okay. She's going to just try and haul butt towards the ship. The other ship to try and get there before it starts taking pot shots.
Okay.
So full 10 meters. Put her in that square. I think that was the right square. Let me just. Oh, that was not the wait.
just move yourself back when it looks like.
That square.
Yeah. All right. Eric,
Yes.
what is the captain doing?
The captain is actually going to go back to his ship.
Screw you guys. Lifts off.
Bye.
No, it's more of he's going to
Bullshit.
get to the controls, and since he saw the turret moving, he is going to get on the shields.
Okay. Let's see. So 1 movement we get you to the gangplank, we'll say. Let's jump over to the ship map just to look at something. And that gets you into the lower cargo hold. And then you gotta get up to the main deck. Then you gotta get to the bridge. Even running all out is probably going to take you 3 or 4 turns. We'll say 3 to get to the cockpit. Now your R2 unit is still on. R2T9 is still on the ship.
Turn off all the compactor. Wait, no.
So you could reach him with your comm.
He could, but he hasn't. He only has like 2 die and shields.
Can, however, fire at the thing.
Only has 2 die and firing too.
Misses. Hits us. Bless him, he's an astromech. He's trying his best.
First shot, Eric's character is vaporized. You hear beeping and whistling over the comms. I am the captain now.
Look at me.
Oh my god, no.
I mean, he can always run and let's just like tell the droid to do the thing first. In the meantime.
Turn the shields! Turn the shields! Shields go up. He smacks into him.
I'll say yeah, he could, but that would effectively be not a part of the combat at all at that point. Given how long that would take.
Make a decision.
Captains have to be decisive, man. Come on.
Yeah, I know. He does he have a clear line of sight to the turret?
Yeah, pretty clear.
He's gonna try to damage the turret or knock the turret out of commission with his rifle.
All right, let me look at the. There are rules about going from person weapons to ship scale.
Yeah, it's probably not going to do a lot, but he's concerned about his ship. Damn it!
Oh, come on! I wouldn't wreck your ship the first session, would I?
Yes, you would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Though
Name
in saying
one time
that,
I've messed a ship up in first session.
As per Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
That was literally the
Yeah,
first thing
first
you
session.
did.
Not in the first session, though. Y'all didn't even get the ship in the first session.
Yeah, we did.
Y'all were fighting on board a space station the first session.
You wrecked the space station.
Yeah, but that wasn't y'all, so. Let's see. Ship and personal combat. Ships rarely fire at characters, but it does sometimes happen. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, most hand weapons are not powerful enough to affect ships. When a blaster hits, just roll 1d for its damage roll.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Roll the ship's hull and shield dice normally. If the blaster damage roll is less than half the ship's hull and shield roll, the blaster has no effect. Shields are not blown or controls ionized. Repeating blasters have slightly more power than handguns. When a medium or heavy repeating blaster hits a starship, roll 2d for its damage. So you'd be rolling 1 dice and they'd be, resisting with their hull like normal.
Yeah.
Where if they shoot you, they double their dice code.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough in the D20 version too.
Mm.
Because you
Well-
just multiplied it by 10.
That's a rule I didn't know about. Okay. Fudge monkeys. Okay, he'll take cover behind the rock. He'll tell his R2 unit to arm the shields, do something,
Okay.
and then he will aim at this dude with his rifle to shoot.
And then Rappy.
Going to go. Let's see.
Oh, and at any point when we're going through this like this, if you need a reminder what somebody else is doing, just ask.
Yeah.
So can I run and shoot, or is that two separate things?
That would be a multiple action, which you can do. You'd be rolling one less dice when you shot.
So you say I can go up to 4 meters walking,
5
and
meters
10
walking,
running? 5.
which doesn't come out even squares, so we may adjust that as we continue playing.
Yeah. Gonna run here. And then. Where's it? And we're gonna shoot at this one.
I don't know, that redhead there doesn't look very trustworthy.
She has burgundy hair. It's not red.
Mm.
Burgundy is a shade of red.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I knew that as well.
Doesn't know.
All right. So now we go from top to bottom and for the actual actions. So Rappy, if you want to take your shot, take it.
Yep, you said it's one less dice to shoot.
One less dice. So you're shooting at the Zabrak here, I assume, who has dropped out of the tree but has not had time to take any kind of cover.
$20 to hit.
All right.
Oh,
They're definitely going to try to dodge.
yeah. That's why I just have my dice out fully.
Well, that's why I just said fuck it. I'm just gonna roll.
All right, so they got a 19.
Okay. Yes, I hit.
So roll your damage. They will roll their strength plus armor.
$19 damage.
All right, they got a 13.
Tagged.
And we are using minion rules, so this guy goes down.
Hey.
Sweet.
So he
He
drops
got-
out of the tree. Aha!
Yes. Perfect.
And it works.
Eric.
Alrighty. Shooting this guy.
Okay.
$15.
He tries to avoid. He got a 15. Let's see what it ties. No, that's right. You got the baseline number plus their dodge.
Mm.
So yeah, y'all are at. Let's see. What are you using? A rifle?
Yeah.
Blaster rifle. So 3 to 30 is short. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So yeah, be short range. So I think the baseline is a 10 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, so you need a 25 to hit him when he adds his dodge on top of that. Okay.
Okay.
Sarah.
She was just running. I mean, well,
Oh,
if
that's
it's just
right.
one less dice, she'll try and take a pot shot at the guy as she's running.
Okay.
Getting the. Actually, I haven't inked them or anything yet, but hey, they're dice.
That's not the right book.
All right, so just the what is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, blaster 3D -1, so 8. No.
Nope, but 8 is not going to hit.
She's doing her best to dodge and weave as she runs, though.
All right. He would have tried dodging regardless, though. Or does it declare that only if he takes a hit?
I
No,
thought we
think
had to declare those.
he has to
before.
declare
Declare it as a
those.
reaction.
Oh, it's a reaction. Okay.
Yeah. I think you have to declare it before they actually roll, though. Like I would say,
Okay.
he's shooting at you. Before I rolled the dice, you declare if you were dodging or not.
Yep.
Okay.
So he would have declared dodging before you rolled. It makes no difference except every time he uses that skill in a round, he's got less dice to do it. So he has dodged twice. So that's 2 dice off of his dodge. If somebody else were to shoot at him. So that was Sarah. Then it's Kubri. He is also going to take a shot at the Devorian. Alright, so that is a 16. So he gets a 16. Devorian's going to try to dodge again. That's a 4, added to 10, it's 14. So he goes down. Then it is Deca.
Cheers. I ran.
Oh, that's right. You were also doing a movement. So you were running and then getting a tree between
I'm
you and
actually
this other shooter.
Actually taking cover, yeah.
Okay. And cover. It's a +1 to the difficulty number. Light cover, medium cover, heavy cover. I would say a tree is probably medium cover. All right. Duba.
Let's see.
You had said he was running over here.
Yeah, basically on the other side of Sox's character.
Okay. And then you've got a holdout blaster.
Yeah, though I think the people I need to shoot are a little bit further down. I mean, unless I want to try shooting at the ship.
the ranges on a holdout blaster aren't great.
Well, I guess for now he'll kind of hold that action, if there is
Okay.
a hold action. In case he actually needs to fire at somebody else, or has to take fire.
Yeah, there's not really hold actions in this one. You just have certain things that are reactions. That, yeah. All right. Then it's the NPCs. So this guy moves up, take a little cover, and takes a shot at Armando.
Dodging then.
Okay, roll your dodge.
5.
All right. He got a 20. What'd you get on your dodge?
Hold on. $23.
All right, so 23 plus 10. So he actually needs a 33 to hit you, so he missed wildly. Does take cover behind the rock. This guy sets up over here, taking cover behind the rock, but he's getting his rifle out. And let's see, he ran doing that. But I think I declared that was pretty much all he was going to do was run and set up. Oh yeah, R2 T9 should get his action, so we'll go ahead and let him go now.
Well, I said he was gonna go turn on the shields.
Okay. So basically, he is manning the shield, which is good because the turret is about to shoot at him.
Okay.
Ooh.
Come on, load. There we go.
All right, so he got a 16.
R2 got a 6.
He's doing its best.
Yeah, he only has 2D for shields. So.
Don't make fun of R2. I didn't say anything. He's trying his best. I didn't say anything. All right. So a 16, short range, the difficulty, the number he needed to hit was a 10. All right then. Where is the ship weapons? All right, Eric, give me a strength roll for the ship, or the whole roll. Let's see, that is 11, 12, 16.
Hull is 4D. Am I adding anything to this, or just 4D?
Just the 4D, because the shields were not successful.
Yeah. 13.
All right. It got 16. So the ship takes some damage. But nothing serious. I mean, nothing's ionized. No systems have been damaged. Ah, there it is, Starship. Yeah, it's not. It didn't beat by twice the. I don't know why this chart is so hard to read. Anyway. So yeah, you see your ship take a little damage. You hear T9 squeal over the comms.
Know what I'm doing next.
And then we are back to the declaring phase. Alright, the NPCs. The two that are behind cover are just going to start shooting at whoever they can. Guy with the rifle down here is probably shooting at Ozen. Is shooting at Ozen. Where the Duros here is going to continue shooting at Rappy.
I only see one bad guy. Map. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. And that one's got a
You're
rifle
welcome.
as opposed to the pistols. Duba, what are you doing?
He is. Oh, there he is.
Huh. You know what? I might be a medic, but no one's taking damage, and Doc's feeling a bit ballsy.
Oh no.
Oh God, please.
What? The ship can't shoot at me. It doesn't have a low enough depression.
So you're shooting at the ship.
No, if anything, Doc would probably move up to, if he can, to here, if that'll give him some cover.
2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I would say you could probably maneuver yourself, say, into this square here, and have some cover from the rifle for both of the shooters.
And he'll try and take a pop shot if it's in that blaster range at this guy.
All right, holdout blaster. All right, short range is 3 to 4 meters. Medium is 5 to 8. Long is 9 to 12. So if you ran down here, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
That one.
Damn it, Vinny.
What's that?
He's
Nah,
cursing her at, so.
You're about 16 away from him, so the holdout blaster ain't quite going to reach.
Okay.
This is the day Doc decided he needed a real gun.
The sniper
Who
rifle
the hell
right next to him.
programmed this droid?
There's a sniper rifle right next to him.
That he can't access.
He
Not
has
bad,
no
actually.
biometrics, none at all.
I was fixing to say, he can't open that thing.
All right, Kumbri goes. Kumbri. And he's just going to run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah. Just go ahead and delete the dead guy. So yeah. So Io, he runs past you. As he's running by the down guy, he puts another round into his head just to be sure.
Double tap. Respect.
Yeah, you always got to double tap.
That's all he's doing. He's double moving to try to get into the ship as quick as he
Okay.
can.
Can we double move?
Well, run. I mean, I'm sorry.
Okay.
He was just running. He got the 10.
Okay, yeah, she's. Oh.
I mean, I declared he was shooting the guys he ran by. That wouldn't actually happen until the actual action phase. So you continuing to move towards the ship too?
Yeah, she wants to get up there and fry something or disable whoever's at the commands.
Okay.
10 meters. Haha! Out of my way!
It's not a race.
Marathon.
Yes, it is.
Well, except against the guy in the ship. Never mind, it's a race. Keep going. Eric.
Wait, you skipped me.
Well, this is supposed to be him declaring what he's doing. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, and we think we skipped Osen.
Did we
Yeah.
skip it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we did. Probably because
Yeah.
Duba and Deca look so much the same on my sheet.
Ugh.
That gives you a hint about my handwriting.
Ozen. Oops. Ozen's gonna look at Killiser and get the guy over there.
Wait, which one was she pointing to?
That one.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy with the rifle.
Okay.
Can't quite reach him. And she's gonna charge this way and actually go attack this one.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely get to him. I think it's going to take you a run to get there, but
That's fine.
all right.
I'm in melee and I'm
Yeah,
decently confident in my one dice.
All right, now Eric, what's the captain going to do?
Let's see. Captain, because his rifle has some good range on it, gonna aim at this dude over here.
It's rifle off.
Yeah.
Who can snipe who? All right. And then Rappy.
Are any of them look like they're aiming at him?
No.
Okay, so he won't try to dodge then.
All right. Then she's gonna run and go behind this rock
Okay.
and have cover. And attempt to shoot this mofo.
All right. We're in the action phase, so you get to shoot first. He will dodge.
Nice.
All right, so we got a 10 plus the baseline 10 on the range. So you need a 20 to hit him.
Look at me, I got a fucking 23. No, wait, 24. That's 10. That's 11, and that's a 3.
Oh, excuse me. You need a 22 because of his cover.
Well, I got a 24.
Yeah.
Hey, Vinny. Alright, let's do some damage.
This is...
Hey, that's even better. So, 8. 26 to hit?
To hit or for damage?
Damage.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
He got a 16, so he goes down. Then Eric gets to go.
Mm-hmm. $13.
All right, who you shooting at?
Oh yeah, the guy he killed was dead. Or the guy he was shooting at was dead. I'll shoot at the Rhodian then.
It's a Duros, but okay. All right, he's going to dodge.
Oh yeah, it's Duros. I didn't zoom in far enough. It looked like a Rhodian.
All right, That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 plus the 10, 28 plus the 2 for cover, 30. Yeah, 30 to hit him.
Nope.
Alright. Let's see. Sarah did her double move, or did her run?
Yep, there's no one I can shoot. Unless there's anyone on the gangplank that we didn't see.
No. Whoever's manning the turret is like well and inside the ship. Kubri did his move and shot the dead guy. Ozen.
Stab this guy.
He's going to try to avoid that, of course.
Okay.
But with one less
I
dice than
rolled
before.
7.
He got an 8 on his dodge. The baseline to hit is a 10, I believe. No, this would be point blank. This would be point blank, so it would be a 5. So you need a 13 to hit
Yeah, I
him?
missed.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed.
Duba,
Yes.
you're up. Oh yeah, we decided the gun was too far. It was too far away for the holdout blaster.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so NPCs.
Wait, does T9 get to go?
Yes,
Okay.
T9's an NPC.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So yeah, if he wants to make his shield roll, he can.
Seven.
Let's see.
At least you know where you're gonna put your upgrades at some point.
Can we upgrade T9?
There is a chip with a moderate roll, I think, that I could install that gives him a 2-die upgrade to a specific skill.
Sounds
So
like something I remember from KOTR.
So I could put a chip in him that gives him a shield skill of 4.
You know, if you think this is going to become a regular problem.
Well, if we're all getting off the ship and then people start shooting at the ship. I mean, the chip's only like
What is the
400
difficulty for the
credits,
shield
so-
rolls? Why am I not seeing it? Anyway, what did you roll?
7.
Okay, that's not going to be high enough, I know that. Because the shorter the range, the harder it is with the shield rolls. Alright. Guys, we'll take a shot. We'll go ahead and do the turret shot first. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, that's going to be a hit. Give me a whole roll for the ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 9 points of damage.
16.
Alright. So it didn't do anything more than scuff the paint this time.
Mhm.
And then the Duros is going to take a shot at Ozen.
Was he shooting me to begin with? Like, was that what that one was shooting me? I thought the other one was. I legitimately don't remember what either one was doing.
I remember the Duros was supposed to be shooting at me, but
You
he
can't
probably
s-
changed.
But he can't see you now.
Yeah.
Can't remember for sure, but I think him changing targets, then he'll lose a dice.
Okay.
I'll double check later and make sure. For the moment, that's what we'll say it is.
Okay.
So it's a 15.
Is there a penalty for a long barrel weapon hitting point blank?
I'd have to look. This guy has got a blaster pistol.
Okay, so he's firing with
Only the guy in
blasters.
the back corner here had a rifle.
Okay. Then,
Everybody else
yeah,
had
that,
side, regular.
that fucking hits.
Well, I mean, the
I got nothing.
weapons have minimum ranges too.
Yep.
Like
At
the
any
the holdout blasters have like a 3 minimum range. The rifle has a 4.
Okay.
After that,
At
I
any
think
rate,
kind of melee or bust.
Anyway, what did you get? Did you try to dodge?
I cannot because I don't have any dice right now.
Ah. All right. All right. In that case, let's see. It's a 4 dice blaster.
My strength.
Give me your strength plus any armor you've got. Don't forget to add that in if you've got any.
Nope. I rolled 10 on my strength.
All right. He got a 15.
Not double, but it hurt.
Yep, you're wounded, or whatever the.
Yep.
There we are. Damage summary. So damage roll is less than or equal to 2 times strength. No, that's too far. So yeah, you're wounded. All right. That is all the NPCs. We're gonna do this one more round to try to get this wrapped up, and then we'll have to call it because we were already running late.
We were late anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, well, we were late getting started. Yeah.
Giving the people what they want. An extra 30 or so minutes of us.
All right. So, the NPC here is going to run away. He is simply trying to escape because he realizes everybody else on the field is dead. The guy in the turret stops shooting. He's going to spend all of his action moving somewhere. Duba, what are you going to do?
Doc is gonna hold position.
Deca, what are you doing?
Hang on. I had what I was going to do, because I'm still going through the book. Ozin, if fuck, names are escaping. If Killiser looks over towards Ozin, you just hear a pop sound as she like puts her shoulder back in or whatever, wherever the blaster may have fired. She's going to use accelerate healing on herself.
Okay.
Which I'll do that later, and then I'll walk.
All right, go ahead. You can go ahead and
I'll
move
do-
yourself wherever you're walking to.
I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna walk. There.
All right.
That's about 5-ish meters.
Let's see. Your guest will go. He'll get right to the gangplank, but not have the movement to get up it. Sarah.
Yeah, she's trying to get up in the ship as well. She has, like, I think, a square on dude. If she can get to any kind of... She knows ships well enough to where she might be able to, like, try and disable it. Like, oh, your gangplank's down. You can't take off.
So yeah, you can get up the gangplank. Basically, you can be at the very top of the gangplank, hitting the button,
Okay, yeah.
keep it open if you want to.
Yeah, like, you can't take off the gangplank's down.
It's like the elevator, where you just keep hitting the button so the door doesn't close.
Yeah. She's just trying to keep it from going anywhere.
Eric.
He's gonna put the rifle away, and we'll be heading for the ship.
Okay.
However far I can move.
Oh, let's see, 10 meters.
Three.
All right. And Rappy.
Going to go. Guess this is kind of 5-ish meters here.
Yeah, close enough.
And we're gonna do a pop shot to this guy.
He's running away. You gonna shoot him in the back? Only
Yeah.
a rat shoots a man in the back. All right, well, make your roll.
He shouldn't have attacked us.
Shouldn't have been talking shit.
He hasn't said a word.
$21.
All right, well, he's definitely dodging everything. Should have cleared that ahead of time. All right, he got a 16 on his roll. Plus 10 for medium range.
Yeah, then I probably missed because
So
I
that's a
rolled a
26.
21.
Yep. Let's see, Eric was just moving. She was just moving. He was just moving. Deca, make your healing roll.
Let me see. I have to do a roll for the power itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the power should have that listed.
Difficulty is 5. I made the difficulty.
Okay. So you are no longer wounded?
It lets me make 2 natural healing rolls
Okay.
instead of just the one for the day or whatever.
Okay, so nothing heals immediately.
No, it's just it quickens the natural healing process.
Gotcha. So you have 2 chances to roll 10 at the end of the day. All right.
Oh, it also adds 2 to those rolls.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it gives me another chance. It just adds another dice and then it plus 2 to that.
Oh, adds a dice. Okay. All right. So, Duba, you said you were holding position, and then yeah, the NPC was running. The guy inside the ship was running around, but not where Sarah could see, or where Io could see him from where she was standing. Somebody playing something?
Oh, sorry, that was me. I thought I was muted.
Don't get us a copyright strike. So yeah, that takes care of the fighting outside. I mean, y'all can continue to chase down the fleeing guy if you want to.
No interest in people who run.
But Io and Kubrick get on the or Kubri. I keep putting a K on the end.
Hubert.
Y'all get them two get further into the ship quickly with the captain, catching up as quick as they can.
Yeah.
About the time the captain is getting to the gangplank, the entire ship rocks slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
And you realize whoever was on the ship has literally fired off one of the escape pods.
Ah.
Into the surface?
Well, they're self-propelled. They can fly for a little while.
Good luck, buddy.
It's a very wobbly.
Fire it out of the sky.
It's literally, it's meant for space, though. It's gonna just impact into the ground. You're just gonna, like, you're shooting a coffin. You're, like, packing yourself into a coffin before you die.
Well, the one he got in is arcing up first, so.
Shoot
And then
him out of the
gravity will take
sky.
effect.
Oh yes. But he's gonna get some distance away at least.
Before he dies.
Aira is gonna go to the cockpit of the ship. We'll try to hurry that way anyway. Does he find the gun controls?
Yes. It's literally one of them little, climb up the tube into the turret itself.
Okay, cool. He's gonna aim at the escape pod.
Go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Holy shit!
Io's gonna be, like, looking to see if this ship has anything to, like, keep it from
What's the
becoming theirs.
fire? What's the fire code for the turret?
I know ours was 4.
Fire control. It's
4. Yeah, fire control
3D
would be 3 on this one. I
So,
believe.
okay. So, advanced dice roller. I don't have enough d6s. 33.
And how much? All right, so roll your damage. You definitely hit it.
Would be 15.
You guys outside, y'all saw the escape go and kind of start. And before it even really kind of finishes its arc, you see the turret spin around. And just one shot. And it explodes. The typical Star Wars explosion.
Would that be all, Captain?
They shot my ship. I'm annoyed.
You feel better about yourself.
I feel better if the other one died too, but he probably got away.
That's an affirmative.
Well, now, if Keltzer wanted to chase after him, we can just say she
She-
catches him without too much trouble.
Yeah, that was what she would have done.
Considering she has a jetpack she can turn on if she wanted to.
Yeah, nobody gets out alive.
Alright.
Uh,
Well, if that case, then Aida would say, Kelser, police the bodies and get the arms and armor back on the ship.
the armor's got some
Ours or
holes in it.
theirs?
Doesn't matter.
A little.
Those of you inside the other ship, you can tell it's been largely stripped out from the inside.
Oof.
The energy reactor's still going. Obviously, it can still power the weapon systems, but the hyperdrive has been flat out removed. A lot of the life support has been ruined. Clearly this was not their ship. This was probably the ship that was supposed to be waiting here.
Yeah.
Whoever these guys were had cleaned it out and then were setting a trap.
Okay.
And we will wrap there. Y'all can investigate what happened here next week.
Okay.
I think you mentioned that it was a turret, because that would have been something fun for Ozin that she would have tried to do if someone didn't get in that turret immediately.
Do I even want to know?
Clever use of a force jump and then.
Oh, gotcha. So I hope y'all had a good time. I enjoyed it. Still learning the rules. Probably going to adjust the scale.
If it's 1 meter, I think we're good, because then you can just like.
Yeah. And Sarah may be right. We may have decided to do that last week, and I just forgot.
You
Yeah.
have to change every single map you do, and
But,
actually,
Yeah.
I'll show you something we can do after session.
But and also remember
Are
going.
we?
I remember going over the rules. The scale on the maps that used to come with this were smaller because they have different scales if you're using miniatures versus the tokens that came with the game. But anyway, we'll figure that out. To anybody that came by and watched, I hope you had fun. You may listen in later. I hope you'll join us next week. Jeremy, what's coming up? What else is coming up on Dire Bear in case these good people aren't tired of watching games?
Oh boy, oh man. So, assuming everyone's back, which if you really want to know, you can come on to our Discord that you can see down below. But assuming everyone's back, tomorrow should be False Colin Knights, D&D with JT. Thursday should be A Knight's Ransom with Pink Rambo. Saturday should be The Stolen Cities with Alex, and Sunday will be Varenheim with Trail. And then Monday will be the Troubleshooters, and then we'll be back with Star Wars on Tuesday.
Remnant Shadow, in case you forgot the title of it.
Yes,
I didn't know if you did.
I remember the title. I am choosing not to. We're playing Star Wars. That sounds. No matter what, truthfully, no matter what like name of a game you could have given, that's really cool. It's just really cool playing Star Wars.
All right, then we will see y'all later.
Say happy birthday to me in Discord. This is a threat.
What if I want to say it on here?